Have you ever heard about a ritual called the Examen? The prayer of the Daily Examen originated in 1522 when Saint Ignatius of Loyola began writing the spiritual exercises. Saint Ignatius believed this method would help us develop discipline, ask for divine grace, and see how the divine works through us and among us daily. If you like journaling, please have a pen and paper handy to answer the questions. Before we dive deeper into what could be a daily practice at bedtime to reflect on the day and set good intentions for tomorrow, let me quickly introduce myself.
Hi, it's Monica, your intuitive trauma transformation coach, who helps you face and successfully navigate through the storms of life, guiding you through a most powerful self-healing process and teaching you all the mindfulness tools you need to embark on your journey to your core self and create the life you've always envisioned.
The prayer of Examen is a beautiful way of assessing one's daily life in reflection with the divine light and the spiritual laws. Ignatius of Loyola took the divine presence in all we speak, think, or do for granted. Every individual's growth has to recognize that there is divine spiritual guidance all the time, even if we think we were left alone and not treated fairly. And thus, we have to respond to whatever happens with openness and gratitude, based on the principle that we can only understand life backward and discover why some unanswered prayers are blessings in disguise. This sacred practice encourages us to ask, where was the divine guidance in this very special situation? How am I led by the divine? What's the divine message? How was the divine energy there for me in that very experience? What's leading me to the divine and others in unconditional love at this very moment? What is leading me away? What is really going on in my life these days? The whole point of this self-examination is to become more reconnected with the divine by observing the moments when we are looking outside of ourselves, blaming others for our shortcomings. We become aware of where we have gone with and where we have gone against the natural flow of life. At the end of each day before bedtime, take some minutes of undisturbed meditation to reflect on the internal and external events and experiences of your life. Asking yourself, for what moment today I am most grateful? For what moment today I am least grateful? What was today's high point? What was today's low point? What was it today that was most life-giving? What was it today that was most life-draining? When did I sense a connection with my divine purpose, vision, and mission? Where did I sense a disconnect with my divine purpose, vision, and mission? When did I give and receive the most love today? When did I give and receive the least love today? When was I happiest today? When was I saddest, angriest, or most anxious today? Richard Peace, an ordained minister of the United Church of Christ, had the following perspective. In the end, the prayer of Examen is about noticing the good gifts God gives us, noticing the presence of God in our lives, and noticing the ways we fail God. When we notice, we become more conscious. And when we become more conscious, we grow. Timothy M. Gallagher, a Roman Catholic priest and best-selling author on Ignatius of Loyola, described the outline of the prayer as follows. First transition. I become aware of the love with which God looks upon me as I begin this examen. Gratitude. I note the gifts that God's love has given me this day, and I give thanks to God for them. The petition. I ask God for an insight and a strength that will make this examen a work of grace, fruitful beyond my human capacity alone. Review. With my God, I review the day. I look for the stirrings in my heart and the thoughts that God has given me this day. I look also for those who have not been of God. I review my choices in response to both and do so throughout the day in general. Forgiveness. I ask for the healing touch of the forgiving God, who, with love and respect for me, removes my heart's burdens. Renewal. I look to the following day and, with God, plan concretely how to live it in accord with God's loving desire for my life. And the final transition. Aware of God's presence with me, I prayerfully conclude this examen. The examen can take 5 minutes or 1 hour. If you do it once, it will be useful. If you do it every day, it can bring transformation. Think of it as having a dialogue with God in friendship, holding the practice in the context of relationships. My very own conclusion is that it doesn't matter if you are strictly religious, a shaman, or even an atheist, believing that there might be a higher power somewhere. This ritual is for everyone, and it can truly transform one's outlook on life miraculously. Suddenly, for those who saw the glass half empty, the content of the glass begins to rise in representation of the fullness of life we can witness every day. If you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell as well. YouTube shows my videos to a broader audience when there are comments. If you are in a hurry, please just leave me an emoji. Thank you. Namaste, namaste. Peace begins with me. And don't forget, you deserve to break free and live your magic every day. Bye.